Now at 5, a former Pittsburg police officer with a controversial past facing a new lawsuit after opening fire on a man who says he was suffering a mental health crisis.
Police lack of discipline and abandoning their training, the skills they've been taught, and the trust of the community.
The man suing the officer says he is grateful just to be alive. Good evening. I'm Julie Hayner.
And I'm Mike Meeback. That officer, Ernesto Mejia Orozco, has a history of being on the wrong side of the law during his time with the department. Our
crime reporter, Henry Lee, live now at Pittsburg Police Department with the very latest on this case. Henry.
Yeah, that former officer was involved in a deadly choking incident back in 2016. That led to a $7.3 million settlement. Now, in this case, no one died, but the man's attorney says he could have lost his life.
I'm just taking it one day at a time.
Ashton Porter says he's lucky to be alive after he was flushed out of a hotel room with tear gas and then shot and wounded by Pittsburg police during a challenging time in his life.
Police should just have a little more compassion with someone that's going through a mental health crisis, because that's not how that person should be defined.
It happened in 2022 when Porter was too scared to leave a room at the Hampton Inn. His attorneys released edited video from police body cam footage.
He just is refusing to open the door, doesn't want to have a conversation.
A mental health team showed up to de-escalate the situation, but his family says police sent them away.
I promise you, my guys will not lay a finger on you. You're not going to get hurt.
But instead, police stepped up the pressure.
Hey, this is about to get a whole lot worse for you, man. At any point in time you want to listen to what I've been trying to tell you, we're going to make sure that you come out and everything's safe.
Officers used a battering ram, pepper spray, and tear gas to force Porter out of the room. And just moments after Porter left his room with his hands up, an officer shot and wounded him. Police said Porter had a knife and charged at them.
Why did the police turn this from being a mental health wellness call into what looks like a military operation?
On Tuesday, attorney Adante Pointer filed a federal civil rights lawsuit against the city of Pittsburgh, saying police failed to give Porter time and distance after police were called to help.
Asking for help, but was met with harm, was met with bullets. Police, who, if you will, see things as if they're hammers, saw Mr. Porter as a nail.
The officer who shot Porter, Ernesto Mejia Orozco, resigned from Pittsburgh police that same year. He's also facing federal charges that he paid someone to take online courses for him so that he could boost his pay. He's also been charged by the Contra Costa DA with accepting bribes, including tequila, to drop traffic tickets.
It surely is close to the most stark example of a police department that is acting unhinged.
What happened was unjust. Nothing was okay about it.
Natalia Metz is one of Porter's 6 children.
I felt like it was our fault that we called the police and we shouldn't have. I'm just grateful that he is here. I just wish who do we call on when the police is not doing the right thing?
Now, I've reached out to the city of Pittsburgh for reaction to this lawsuit, but have not heard back. The former top cop here is now interim chief in Antioch. He declined to comment. Now, I've learned that the former officer involved is expected to change his plea next month in both the federal online college case and the state bribery case, which will lead to convictions. Live in Pittsburgh, Henry Lee, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
All right, Henry, thank you.